function that iterate a statement or condition based on the specific rules, boundaries, right? And it's run the same code over and over again. That's why we call loop. It's like this, run over and over again until we break it. And then each time we should run it with a different value or with a different like condition. It makes no sense to run the same thing over and over again, right? Okay, next slide. There are different kind of for loops. For loop, for in, and while, and do while. I don't know do while, but let's go over one by one. Loop for the normal for loop. This is the most popular one you mostly do with it. Loops through a block of code, right? A number of times. It all depends on how you define it. It's called a specific boundaries. Okay. And for in to loop through the properties inside an object, not an array. This one to loop inside an array. This one for in to loop inside an object, different. Okay. And while, like it's the same with for loop, but instead you have a condition. While it is true, you do this. Okay. For example, while I'm still an instructor, I have to go come here every day. For example, that's while. And do while, I'm sorry, I don't know this. I've never used it, but don't worry. Most of the time you don't use it. Oh, you're here already. 안녕. Okay, this is an example of a for loop, a normal for loop, right? This is statement, and here's for loop. I'll show you an example right here on my terminal, on my console, actually. No. All right. For let I equal 0. Actually, we some people here have like done this yesterday without knowing what it is. And we let I equal 0. This one statement. Another statement is I less than 5, for example. And I will explain what I'm doing right after this. I plus plus. Okay, let's say console log khoa, and then I. Let's do it. As you can see, this loop run 5 times, right? I less than time, and we start with I equal 0. We do it the first time, I equal 1. I plus plus means I plus 1. I plus 1. I equal I plus 1. I equal I plus 1. Right? Means I plus plus. It's also you can also do it like this. Same. There are 3 ways to do it, right? Okay. The first loop, the first iteration, I equals 0, I bring out khoa and I 0. The second one, I khoa 1, 5 times. That's how we run a loop. Cool? All right. Back to the slides. It's just so small. Okay, arrays. As we can see here, for loop usually use with array. You can use it like normally without an array, but it's very rare, right? And normally you would use it with an array. Later on in the course, you will learn how to use you run a loop using a different technique, using ES6. But right now we are using for loop. Okay, an array. What's an array? It's just a list. It's a special variable, a special type, data type that contain a multiple elements. It's basically just a list. And then it can hold as many values under a single name as possible. And you can access to the value by referring to the order, the number of the order, right? We call it index number. For example, right here we have cars, we have 3 elements inside, right? So in order to access, to retrieve the value of sub here, we call cars 0 index. Square bracket, how do I say, let's say const cars equal whatever. Let's say Nissan, Honda, okay. Toyota, very famous for Asian. Toyota, how to spell? All right, here. Okay, in order to retrieve the value Nissan, we are going to call it like this: car 0 index Nissan. Okay. How about Toyota? Who said 1?
Toyota. Two.
One's wrong.
Toyota is 2.
Toyota is 2. We start from 0, 1, and 2. 0, 1, 2. Right. What if I touch 3 here? What happens? Yes, undefined. Because there's no fourth element here, right? Okay, back to this one. Right, next. What is this? Yeah, it's an example. Okay, next. Okay, we already learned how to retrieve an element inside an array, right? So now we want to like add more element, a new element to the array. So here's the syntax, guys. Push. There's a couple of ways to add to element to an array. We can like, for example, we can put, for example, I want to add bands here. We can find the index and then we add one item after that index. That's the most advanced. Or we can just add it to the front or add it to the end. So in order to add to the end, we use, let's say cars dot push. Push means we push it to the back, to the end of the array. Bands. Okay, so what's the return here? It return the length of the cars. All right. It's very important when you program, when you code, you have to pay attention to what it returns, right? It's very special, especially when you read the document here. There's a lot of methods for array, and you have to understand what it returns. For example, push. Go back to push. I'm sorry. Push here, it adds a new element at the end of an array, right? And it dynamically changes as we modify it from array, and we can understand. Here doesn't say anything about the return. I'm sorry, but it returns the length of the array somehow, right? And how about if we want to add a new element in front of everything? We use. There we go. So it's at the end, bands at the end. Now I want to add Volvo, Volkswagen. Volvo. It's Germany. It's German. Okay, want to add Volvo at the front. So here's the syntax: cars dot shift, right? Shift or unshift? I don't remember. Shift Volvo. Oh, what the hell? It returned Nissan. What is that? Yeah, shift is delete. Unshift, right? Okay, how? Now I need to add back Nissan and Volvo, right? Cars dot unshift. What's the first one? No, I want to Volvo first. And then Nissan. Let's see if it works. There we go, it works. See? Volvo first, Nissan, and then Honda, Toyota, and Benz. Cool. Okay, one more thing. How about I add another car brand in here? What should it be? Hmm?
Mazda.
Mazda, yeah, a Japanese brand. Okay, I'm not gonna look at the documentation and how to add one more item inside to our original array. Hmm. Hmm. There's a lot. How to add? There's a couple of removing, unshift, adding element in front of an array, right? Pop, remove. We will learn it later. Shift, remove. Splice. Okay, here we go. That's what we want. Insertion or removal, doesn't matter. And removal, or removal, like depends on how you use it, so it acts differently. Okay, let's say we want to add one more item inside that. How do we do it? Okay, here we go. We want to add, right, let's say, so Splice, the first argument is, we need to read the documentation. The first argument is starting point, the starting index, right? And then the step, delete count, the step. For example, if you want to go back to our sample here, we start from which index? Hmm? We start from which index? I want to add a new car, a new brand here, which is Mazda.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yeah.
Because can you type enter so it can go up? It's 2 and 1.
Okay. Right. So we have the method here called splice, and the first argument is a starting point. Where do we start?
2.
Which index?
Where do we want it?
The starting index. Here.
Between Nissan and Honda.
I want to add it between Nissan and Honda. Yeah.
2.
2 is wrong. 0, 1. 0, 1. Maybe 2. I don't know. Let's see.
You said wrong.
1. Maybe 1 is wrong. 0, 1. It starts from the left of the element, so maybe 2. And then I want to add in 1. What do I want to add? Mazda. Holy shit. Cars. Where the hell is my Mazda?
Where? Right.
Oh no, I didn't read the documentation. Okay, delete count and then we add item. Okay, we missed one argument here. Go back. Again, one step. There we go. Mazda. Is it Honda? Fuck me. I'm gonna add 3 and 0 and then Mazda, right? Honda. There we go. No worries. You make mistake, but you fix it somehow. Cool. The splice is very powerful. It can remove the elements. It can add more elements. It's very powerful. You need to get familiar with it. Yes?
Can you explain again the numbers, the 3 and 0? So
All right.
3 is,
The starting point.
yeah, and 0?
0 is a step. For example, if you start from Nissan, which means you start from index number 2, right?
Yeah.
0, it starts from here. Look at my cursor. 0, 1,
Yeah.
2. Look at my cursor. Don't look at the text. 2 here. So we're gonna add one more element in at here, right? So we start with 2 index, and then the step is 0 because we don't want to remove anything. If you want to remove one, just go with 1. If you want to remove Honda and Toyota, change this one to 2. Okay. And then right here, I don't want to remove anything, so I put it 0 in here. Okay, and then put Honda to replace it with the empty string there. So I have 6 elements. Honda and Toyota.
Yeah, and then add Subaru inside.
Do you want to do it one step or slow, or step by step?
Step.
Step by step. Okay. I'm gonna remove a which one again? Which one? Shit. Toyota and Benz or
Honda.
Honda and Toyota. 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 and 2. 3 and 2. Now go back and see cars, right? And now I'm gonna add what?
Subaru.
Subaru back. I'm gonna copy this one first. Okay, I'm gonna add car and Subaru to where? What do you want to?
Right
In the middle here. Spline. And then we start from 0, 1, 2, 2, 0, and then it should be Subaru. Man, you guys like Japanese brands. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's do it again. Cars equal to this one. And oh shit. Let's brands equal this. And what if I wanted to do it one go? I want to add. It's very hard. No, cannot. Actually, I want to replace Honda and Toyota with Subaru, right? Let's say I want to replace Honda and Toyota with Subaru. So I'm gonna do it like this. Brands dot spline. And where do we start? 0, 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, and then Subaru.
Why is it brand?
Because cars is a constant. I cannot assign the value again. So I have to change to brands, but still work, right? Still work.
Where did you change it?
Here. I assign a new variable called brand equal to the same array, right?
Yeah.
Because I cannot change the cars again because it's a constant. I cannot change it. I have to use the method, the built method, for example, spline or pop or unshift in order to manipulate the array. We cannot assign it again. For example, car here. Car cannot. It will throw an error right here. Constant is a constant. Remember, I use const car equal something, right? Okay, that's enough. Using the length property. Okay, there's another way to add a new item at the end of the array. We call fruits and then square bracket and fruits length. What the hell is fruits length? Basically, it's the length of the array. Here we go. So right here we have brand, right? Brands, which have 5 elements. So how do we know the number of the element inside? We call brands dot length. We see the number 5. Cool. So there's another syntax. That's why we have this syntax here. Fruits and length, and then the lemon. I'm gonna say brands length, and then what else? Equal to what? Another brand, please. Cadillac. Hyundai. Like this? No, Vietnam, you're wrong.
So we don't need push for this one.
Yeah, we don't need push. Okay, let's see the brands again.
This one just push at the end.
Yeah, basically it's the same thing like this. It's like this. Actually, it's like this.
Length -1.
This line of code is the same with this one. So let's say I'm gonna change this one to 6 because we already have 6, right? So let's say 6. You will see another Hyundai, I don't know. See? Same results. Different way of typing. Because if you can use this way if you don't know how long the array is, right? If you already know how long it is, you can use a direct number, but it's not correct. Don't use it way. Don't hack out number 6 here. Use the variable, okay? Because the length can always change.
Oh, you can push it.
Yeah, just push it. There are many ways to do the same thing.
I have a question.
Yes?
Can I replace Mazda to other brand with index?
I run out of brand now, so can you please? Brands.
BMW.
Oh yeah, German.
With using index, not splice.
What is the mark on that?
Yeah, I don't like it. Remove what? Mazda?
Yeah, remove Mazda with using the index.
So here, that's not removing. That's called modify the value of the index, right? So here we don't know. We 0, 1, 2. 2 is the index of Mazda, right? 2. You see Mazda, right? Now I'm reassign the new value. Let's say BMW. So now let's see brands. See it change. So this one we reassign the value. We don't remove or add. We reassign the value. Okay. Next. Okay, remove an element. We already know how to do it. There's another way to remove the last one. We're gonna brands.pop. That's it. Pop, remove the last element. Shift, remove the first element. See? Simple. And if you want to remove something in the middle, 1 or 2 or 3 elements, you have to use splice. Splice. And there's another one called slice. It's very confusing. Yes, slice and splice. Slice, basically you make a new copy of the selected element.
Can you use it?
Yeah, okay. So which one do you want to copy? Nissan, BMW, and Subaru, right? Let's say I want to copy the 3 items and make a new array with a new item. I'm gonna call new equal to brands dot slice. We start from 0.
2.
1, 2, maybe 2. 0, 1, 2, maybe 3. I don't know. Let's go with 3. Ah shit! Cannot use new. New is a very special keyword for JavaScript. Let's say new array. Okay. Now let's call new array. Right. We have 3 items. We successfully copied 3 items from the brands to a new array. So why is it 3? Why is it not 2? 0, 1, 2. If you want to copy this, it has to be 3.
Oh.
That's why I told you to look at my cursor. Yeah, the cursor. Very important. 0, 1, 2. It doesn't include the Subaru, so it has to be 3, right? Cool. Because the index here is always count from the left hand side of the element, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Okay, go back.
I have a question.
Yep.
Is it possible to use a slide to copy the element in a different place? For example, if I want to make a new variable of Nissan and Hyundai, can we use slide?
Yeah. There's another way to use it. I don't know. Let's see. Slice. I think slice you have to make a consecutive copy.
Oh,
If you want to copy, for example, Nissan and Hyundai, you need to know the index first. So you're gonna do something like this. Cons new again equal to Nissan and Hyundai, right? Brands 0 and brands. I don't know the length yet, so I'm gonna do something like this. Brand.length -1. Okay. Basically, we create a new array with 2 elements inside. The first element is the index number 1 of the range. The second element is the last element of range. So let's get what new again. Listen, here.
So I have a question. Why the -1?
Because as you can see here, range.length, guess what? What is the result?
5.
5. So what's the index here? So now you see why we have to -1.
We put instead of brand length -1, you put push no pop in here. Would it
Don't pop, because pop will remove the original array, the last element from the original. Yes, that's why you need to read the documentation very carefully. What it does, what it returns. Yes.
So with the slice, which you did before,
Slice.
so we didn't,
Slide doesn't modify or override any original array. It just
yeah,
make a
but
new
it
copy.
doesn't actually remove the.
It doesn't do anything from the original array. It's just copy, make a copy. Splice, you modify the original array. Slice, you already copy. Okay.
I got it.
So I suggest you guys to read these methods. These are called methods. Okay. So read them all, and then you figure out what you're gonna use. Me personally, I use push, I use concat, I rarely use shift. Normally, if I want to use shift and then shift, yes. Pop, remove the last one. Shift and unshift. Splice, it's very powerful. And slide in order to make a copy. Right. Okay. Oh, actually here. Okay, that's the end of the presentation. Do you have any question about? Oh, okay. Cool. Now we move on to objects. I promise you guys I will just, tell you guys about some how to like add a new key to an object, right? So let's go with clear everything. Cons again. I'm gonna cons class equal to a new object here. Oh yeah. Look at the color. Course. Okay. We have machine learning. Let's go with ML and then full stack. Okay, that's wrong. We need to call course number 1, course A, course B. Now I'm gonna call course. You see, that's our object, the normal object. What if I want to add a new course? It's very simple. It's actually so simple that you don't imagine it. Course dot course C, just like that. And then assign a new value, for example, maybe cooking. Right? Now you see course. It's very simple. But how do you delete it? How do you remove a key from an object? Let's say I did it wrong, so I want to remove course C right here. There's no shifts for array. Just delete course dot course C. That's it. So simple.
So what happens if I use cost A equal cooking?
Oh, you trying to modify the value of the key cost A.
So it's cost A will be changed
Cooking.
from LA to cooking.
Yes.
Yeah.
So dealing with object is very simple. It's much easier than array, in my opinion, right? Okay. Any questions? No. No.
Can you change the course A to the cooking like what she said?
Oh, okay. Cos, there are two ways. Cos A equal to cooking 1, right? Or you can do it like this. Remember? There are two ways. I already deleted. So you will see this way of like coding in a couple of languages other than JavaScript. But in JavaScript, if you know the name of the if the name of the key name is not a variable, you can use just dot. It's okay if you use just dot, right? If you want to hardcode the name of the variable of the key here, you can just dot. If you want it to be a variable, you have to use this one. Remember what Vidna already taught us yesterday? Cool. Any questions? No. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna hand it back to Vidna for the lab, but let's have a short break, right? Okay. Sorry?
You don't need that open.
You want to leave it open? Yeah, sure.
You have to record.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, short break. Oh shit.